Hello students, in this video let us learn the series attributes. That means the attributes of the series. Attributes are the properties of any object in the series. In this video we shall discuss few attributes of series including index, values, dtype, shape, nbytes, ndim, size, has nans, and empty. We already learned about index attribute and values attribute in the previous video. The index attribute is used to get the range of the index from access labels of the series, whereas the values attribute returns series as ND array or ND array light depending upon the data type. Now let us try to learn the series attributes with the help of programs. Here we have a series named colors storing 4 different colors. If we want to display the index and the values of this series, we can use the index attribute as well as the values attributes respectively. Here you can see the series of colors for 4 different colors. These are the colors that we provide in these lines of codes. So if we want to display the colors, then we simply print those colors. That means the series of colors. Whereas if you want to display the index of the colors, then we can use the index attribute only to display the range of index. As shown here in the output, you can see we are getting the range of the index. And in order to get only the values, that means the colors of this series, we are using the values attributes. As you can see in the output, it is displaying only the 4 colors. Next, let us learn about the shape attribute. The shape attribute returns a tuple of the shape of the underlying data. This means that it shapes of the data structure which is in the form of a tuple. In our series here we have 4 different colors, and using the shape attribute we will get the output as 4 because the series is having 4 elements. So here we have 4 different colors. By using the shape attribute, here we are accessing the shape of the series name colors, and as you can see in the output we are getting 4 because there are 4 elements in our series. As you can see here in the output, it is in the form of a tuple 4 comma because there are 4 elements, but it is a 1D array. So 4 comma. If it is a 2D array, the output will be 4 comma 2. But remember that series is a 1D array. Now let us learn the nbytes attribute. Nbytes returns the number of bytes in the underlying data. So here we will use the nbytes attributes for a series name colors. So simply print, I'll copy from this line, then print colors dot nbytes. This will give the total number of bytes taken by our series object. That means the series colors that is used for storing the 4 colors. So let us run this program. And here you can see that the output tells us that the colors object takes 16 bytes, which means the memory space occupied by our series object is 16 bytes of memory. So here the series name is color, and using nbytes we are getting the total number of bytes taken by our series. Now let us try to use the ndim attributes of series. Before that, let me copy these few lines of code and paste for ndim attribute. So I'll just edit here. It is not n bytes anymore, it is ndim. Ndim, that means the number of dimensions of the underlying data. Remember, series is a 1D object, that means the one-dimensional array data structure. So therefore, the dimensions of our data is 1. As you can see in this output, we are getting 1 because series is a one-dimensional data structure. For all series objects, no matter how many elements are there, but the output will always be 1. The series object will gives us 1 because series is a one-dimensional data structure. Therefore, using ndim attribute will always give the output as 1. Now let us have a look at size attribute of series. The size attribute returns the number of elements. So here I will change it to size, not ndim, but size. So the size attribute will return the number of elements. In our series colors, there are 4 elements, 4 different colors. So the size of our series is 4. But now it will not be in the form of tuple as you have seen while using the shape attribute. Now simply it will display the number of elements in our series. As you can see here, the output is 4 because there are 4 elements in our series. Next is has nonce. Has nonce is another attribute of series which returns Boolean value. That means if any of the series elements is nan, that means not a number, then it will return true. If we have an element which is nan, then the output will be true. Otherwise, the output will be false. So here we are using has nonce, and you can see in the output it is showing false because in our series colors we don't have NANS but we have different colors. Next we will have a look at series attribute empty. The empty attribute returns Boolean true if the series is empty. In our series we have different colors. The series is not empty. So while using the empty attribute, the output will be true only if the series is empty. Otherwise, it will be false. Here you can see the output of our program is false because the series have different colors. It is not empty. But if we remove all these colors and leave it empty, then you can see the output has changed to true, because now the series is empty. Next is the dtype attribute. Dtype attribute is used to check the data type of the series object. Now let us use the dtype attribute to check what data type of the series object is it in our series. So for our series colors, we will check the dtype, which means the data type. So here we have 4 different colors, and to check the data type we are using the dtype. So here after running the program you can see we got the output as object because the color series is of object type. So here you can see we have the object colors. So that's all for the series attribute. Here we have the attributes and description. So do learn all these attributes.